What is going on? What is going on, guys? How are you guys are doing? How are you guys are feeling? I am your host, Majid. I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to our podcast series where we talk about issues and matters related to self-improvement in all aspects of our lives. So today I want to touch upon a habit or behavior that a lot of us unfortunately do, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly, right? Whether it's voluntarily or involuntarily, things that we do without noticing, and that is approval seeking. Approval seeking slash validation. What do I mean by approval seeking? A lot of times we tend to do certain things or act in a certain way to ensure or to please others, right? So that we don't upset others, so that we don't offend others, right? However, what ends up happening is that our behaviors start coming across as a little robotic or insincere or sometimes fake, right? Because our primary focus is not being who we are, it's not being authentic, but it's just to make others happy about how we do things and how we say things, right? And this is actually one of the worst things that you can ever do to yourself, and specifically to your self-esteem, is doing and acting in ways to please others, right? Because really, what you want to do is when you act a certain way, you want to act a certain way out of conviction, right? You want to act a certain way out of a self-belief that the way you're doing things or the way you're acting is actually the right thing. It has to be based on a set of value system that you have. And it's not based on, trying to seek approval from others, right? Because a lot of times what happens is that when we tend to unfortunately do certain things to please others or act or behave to please others, what happens is that we don't have congruency within ourselves. So what ends up happening is that we have this self or internal conflict between how we truly feel inside and how we present ourselves to the outside world, right? And in the long term, that is actually really, really bad for your self-esteem, because what you're telling essentially to yourself subconsciously is that the way you are authentically is not adequate. It's almost inferior, right? So what you're saying to yourself is that, let me put this mask, right? Because I don't want to upset this person or that person or my boss or my friend or my family members or this person or whatever, right? The best thing to live your life is not according to other people's expectation. The best way to live our lives is out of conviction, out of our own value system, right? Case in point, right? Let's say you are a person who is kind in general, right? Don't be kind because you want other people to notice how kind you are. Don't give charity because you want other people to notice how charitable of a person you are. Don't smile and laugh too much just to present this happy, positive vibe about yourself, right? The more authentic you are, the happier you are within yourself, right? So like I said at the beginning, the worst thing you can do to your self-esteem and to your self-worth is doing things to please others, right? It doesn't mean, I'm not saying that we need to be, a-holes or arrogant or pompous, obnoxious people. All I'm saying is you gotta act, you gotta behave out of your own set of beliefs, out of your own value system, right? So treat people kindly, smile to others, give charity, treat people with respect out of your own belief system, and not because you want to impress others, right? Because believe it or not, people can see through things, right? And you don't want to really do that, because you end up actually causing the opposite effect of what you intended to do initially, and that is to communicate with people in a cordial and friendly manner. But what ends up happening is that people will notice that you're fake, right? So what's the message for today? The message of today is, don't do things to please others. Do things because you truly believe in them, right? And in the long term, this will become part of your subconscious, right? So every time you do or act in a certain way, try to be conscious about it. Try to recognize, am I doing this to please this person? Am I doing this to be extra nice to them? Or is that who I am, right? So it's good to kind of recognize our own behavior when we're out there in public or just interacting with other human beings, and then ensuring that the way we act, the way we talk is in accordance to our own value system, right? Like I said, I'm going to repeat this one more time. Do not live your life according to other people's expectation, because what ends up happening is that you end up causing the opposite effect, right? You end up having people doubt your true intentions, right? Because you might come up as insincere person. So I hope you guys understand this message. If you find it useful, please share it with people. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and go outside, get some fresh air, as I usually say. Stay healthy. Thank you for watching. Peace and blessings, and I am gone.